All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Come on. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Slam. Motion.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
On three. Motion.
Here's Watson. He hits blue.
You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Watch the run.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
What is that? You 18? Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Back to throw, Watson. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Washington, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Ready to break. 57. 5. Defense, let's go. Mike's 57. Get it.
On first down, Eubanks. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Got his man, that's Harry. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line.
57's the mic. Rock 57.
You ain't going nowhere.
Rock it.
Check
Smooth.
49.
From the gun, Eubanks. Catch is made by Harry. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Eubanks. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Ed Oliver able to get him for a loss of about 3.
You draw quarter. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
56.
You must be dreaming.
Joker.
22 jet bomber. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Eubanks. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hard. Get it.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Set up. 60 outlaw.
50.
Gone.
Tight dog.
Hey, seam 6. Deep river.
To throw on 2nd down. Eubanks. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go. 70. Indy.
56. Hey, I can reach traps. Let's go.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Can you hear me?
51, Mike. Mike 51. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Now it's Watson. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Sponge. No.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack, and some room to maneuver. Past the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check three.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here I come again. Check out.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Yeah. For the set. 19. 26.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Check 52.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Wild Bill.
Five.
Throwing again, Eubanks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
To throw on 3rd down, Eubanks. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second down now, it's Mack. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On second down, it's Mack. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
50 set, 19.
6-man. Check girls, check girls, check
54.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
All day, dog.
Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Watson on third down. And it's brought in by Washington. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Mack. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the crossing route, complete. It's Spencer. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Set, 19, 24.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
On first down, Watson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Mack. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Watch the shoot. Kill. Look at me. Go. Ready.
And it's Michelle once again. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here we go. 50, plant.
56. Coming.
Hey, wahoo.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eubanks. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On on 2nd and 7. Watson working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Set. 19. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Watson. Washington's got it. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
At their 48-yard line.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Right here, right here.
Watson. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Right here. What is that? 19.
I got him.
Bang, 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 bang. Hey, we got to snap it.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down and 4, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Check 55 to Mike. Get the card. Check 26, check 26. Shoot. Hey, 31. Watch the eye.
On first down, it's Moss. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Here we go, here we go. Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch 55.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Watson now to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's what I'm talking about. Not hit, boy.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
From the gun, Eubanks. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. Looking to throw. Eubanks, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it, yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Fresno. Greystone, travel. Clear. Now.
Back to throw. Eubanks. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Patriots' 48-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check, 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 check. Check 31. Check 34.
This a give to Mack running to the right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
First down, Bills.
Set. 19.
Watch the run, watch the run. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping.
Check. Cross. Cross. Go.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Second down at the 14-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 14-yard line.
Check. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him.
On second down now, it's Mack. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's 2nd and 8. His throw in.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Eubanks. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
56. Mike's 56. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. Mike 56. Mike 56.
On 4th down, Eubanks. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eubanks. Got a man open. That's Harry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eubanks. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Switch.
Look, squeeze. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eubanks. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Eubanks. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 59!
Check! Watch the safety creep!
They'll run here with Mack. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Throwing now, Watson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Spencer. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards.
What's up?
And our Bills first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for the Bills, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll try again next week at home.